Hello and welcome back to Railroad Tycoon 2. This time in the campaign, the base game campaign that is, we are doing the Brenner Pass, and there are 3 bonuses as always, but one of them is a bit of a decoy. It says here Manager Robert Gerwig, is available, or you start with him. I don't know, or does that mean who you are? I think it just means that's your manager of your company, as in, you know, underneath you. However, we don't start with a company, therefore we can't actually use him, so... because I just tried it out and it ended up being somebody else, so this bonus is a bit pointless unless you want the minus 30% fuel costs, which are good. I will give it that. That's pretty good. That's a big, you know, amount that we're taking off there. Plus 25% engine speed is kind of massive though, so we're going to go with that. The third bonus, the 80,000, is effectively worthless, and the mountain track building cost is really good because we're essentially building a pass between across a full set of mountains basically. But anyway, let's go with the plus 25% engine speed and get this party started. German industries are in need of warm weather materials from the Mediterranean. You've taken a contract to connect Munich and Verona. All the necessary right-of-way issues are bought and paid for. You just have to find the best route. When the connection is made, you will receive $800,000. The rest is left to your own design. Connect Munich and to Verona by the end of 1878 and haul 12 carloads between the two for a bronze win. Do this by the end of 1875 and haul 24 carloads for silver, and then for the gold we need to do 32 loads. 1872, that is 19 years. Okay, very good. Right, the game is indeed paused, yeah. We need to start our own company, that's what I was on about. Here we wouldn't have choice of a manager because it does randomise, I'm pretty sure at the start, at least it did for me the first time. Okay, reduced fuel costs, hey, that's kind of alright, but engine maintenance is higher. We've got station building being cheaper, engine purchase higher, credit rating higher, goodwill is irrelevant, track building is much cheaper, station building, no, track building is more expensive. Fuel costs, I think, I don't like any of these. I want a train speed, that would be best. Let's issue some stock, we don't need a bond yet actually, we'll reduce the dividend to 0. We need all the money we can get. Okay, so there's Verona. Here's Italy. There is Milan, is quite well populated. We may want to do something with that. We've got all this grain about, which is quite nice. So we've got to take stuff from Verona all the way up. We're probably going to go through this way. It's very steep here, but if we can navigate it, down here it's not too bad if you hug the river. Alternatively, we could just straight up hug the river, is an option. Although here it's a little less favourable, isn't it? No, and then it kind of just gets stuck there. That is absolutely an option, but we'll see. I don't know. How is Venice looking? Very nice, actually. Goods to cotton there. Should we want to use that? More grain. Lots of cotton there. Nowhere to take the cotton. That's clearly not right. We're obviously... And the cotton goes up here, actually. Wow. Munich is very active. We have got meat packing plant. We've got a bakery. We've got cattle right there. The best connection is Augsburg, which does have some cattle of its own, which is really nice, actually. Might want to consider that. I think maybe getting this cattle over here too could work. Maybe even getting the grain silo going isn't a bad shout. I think we're going to start over here. This just seems like a really nice, easy one to do without even taking on any debt at all. We can probably get away with a medium station while we're at it. We can. Really cheap out. Yeah, I'll do that. You bet I'll cheap out. Can we get both of these in? No, we'll have to pay for a large station. I don't think I want to do that yet. Anyway. Let's probably double track this up, because I think we're going to have a couple of train services going this way. Yeah, let's do that. I am leaning towards... No, do you know what? We don't need too much food because we've got a lot of passengers here, as you can see from Munich. So... I am in fact going to do this, and we're going to go... Oh, I can barely see. Come on. Damn it. My, as you know, my recorder's over here and I can't move it. So if I hadn't... Do you know what? What if I do this? Yes! Okay, cool. Right. I had to pay for another train, which is very unfortunate, but hey, it is what it is. Let's go mail from Munich, which is a nice name, isn't it? double cattle. That's pretty efficient. But yeah, this should be quite profitable with some passengers straight away. And fairly nippy too, as it's not too long of a train. Pretty good. We'll go... Oh... Quite like this. I think I'm going to do that. There we go. Right, let's get another Prussian here. Oh, I just did it again. Oh, I can't even see it. I'm going to have to stop the recording anyway. How annoying. Alright, be right back. Alright, so we've just had this pop up. A merchant from Innsbruck has made you an offer. If you connect his city with your line, he will arrange for you to receive 75% more for all your food deliveries for the next 24 months. After the 24 months, maybe you can do some more business. Hey, that's alright. So Innsbruck's down here where we're going to be going anyway. So that might be worth looking into, you know, shortly. I don't see many houses there, unfortunately. By the way, the route we're taking is probably going to be, yeah, along here, along here, along here. And I kind of am leaning towards going up this way, although... I don't know, do you know what? It's really not too bad for most of it. It's just this cap here. Oh, it was doing so well. And then it just suddenly, this happens, and then it's like, we've got nowhere to go. Do you know what? It's very good one way. And that's all it needs to be, is good one way. Really? Oh, that was horrible. You just follow it round here, then out you come. I think that's what we're going to end up doing. Anyway, we do need to connect over here. But how do we do that? What else do we have here as well? Let's have you continue on as you were. We probably want to utilise Milan. That seems like a must. Nowhere to take the cotton in Italy, which is a bit unfortunate, really. That's a bit of a bad spawn, surely. We've got grains here, loads of grains everywhere. Then up to Brescia, which actually also has grains of its own, so... Or Brescia, however you pronounce it. Okay, with our first two trains coming in, this is really nice. Both at the same time. Good bit of money. The Augsbury Orgy. After good old Orgy. Right, there we go. Fantastic. Okay, yeah, that's fine. That can be single track going along. Okay. Away you go. We want a roundhouse. I've got water and sand in here. Throw a roundhouse in and you are up to speed. We've got a water tower here. Doesn't need the sanding tower, just the water one is enough. But yeah, Munich with a lot of passengers. So many passengers. Anyway, I've built a station here. And we're going to possibly take on some... Well, we're going to issue some stock. No, we're not. We're going to issue a bond. Can I issue a second bond? No. I'm hoping I can just about get this started. Yeah. We'll start with this. And I think we can get away with a medium station. Oh wow, that is actually really nice. Do you know what? That is profitable enough. We'll really just be taking passengers. And really just for the sake of taking some grain there. Okay, good. I like it. Let's go Brescia. Passengers. These could end up being empty anyway. We may not often get that much, so... oh, you need a destination. To Milan, please. We'll go probably 3 passengers, 2 food? 1 food? 1 food. Really try and utilise those passenger numbers. And we're probably going to have to double this up as well. Ugh, money. Also, I may want to put the roundhouse here, since you're going to be... No, are you going that way? Where's... Yeah, you're going to be coming up from here, actually. So, yeah, we probably will have the track going through here. So having the works here makes a lot of sense. So we'll do that. And over here we just probably want the water tower, because it's all very flat, so it's only going to be using water and no sand. Good. No need to spend any extra money on infrastructure that we don't need to. We could... I have given myself the option of putting another station here. For instance, like so. So that we can pick up some more grains if we want. If we want. But this is looking good so far. Okay, first year is done. Profit-wise, we are marginally profitable. Got a long way to go. I never did make the second service going along this way. That's actually something I can do now. Do you know what? Yes, we're going to do that. Off you go. Great. More trains, more money. That's the main thing. That's what it's all about. Let's also issue some more stock. We can also issue another bond, which is quite good. That's a lot of grains, all condensed into one little area, isn't it? Very much so. Are there... Oh, you know what? There is high potential here. Oh. Just to get an idea. Ah. That's an option. The sheer amount of grain. Some of it will go to the cattle, some of it will go to the bakery, I'd have thought. But that could be quite profitable. We don't want to get this going yet. Actually, you did say the next 24 months, didn't you? So maybe we do actually want to start thinking about going through here. We can get the increased food. Yeah, you know what? You did say the increased food revenue, essentially. We don't have enough money. Give me the money! Let's make that connection. Okay. Oh, it's really hard to see what is what, really. There we go, right. Oh, and so it begins. 3.1% is not so bad. We are going to want 2.5. That's pretty good. 2.9. I like it. Much better. Keep hugging. Keep hugging this. Nope, none of this is how we want it to go. There we go. That's the way. Nope, that is not the way. 45. Okay, lovely. We just need the money now for the station itself. It only needs to be a small one because we're not actually going to utilise this at all. So, who's offered? Luzerne. What on earth was that? Over here. That's okay. Right, nearly there anyway. There we go. Okay, we now get the increased food revenue. Ooh, would you look at that? Suddenly, boom. So, you've got a lot of food. Very good. For Munich, take all the food. From Milan. Wait, where are you? Yeah, you can probably... Yep, do this now. Lovely, there's our second train. Let's also get some double track going where they're probably going to meet. Okay, Innsbruck celebrates. The Innsbruck food merchant makes all the arrangements for the next 24 months. You'll be receiving 75% more on all your food deliveries. That is quite significant, I should have you know. Don't have enough money for now, but we will get a lot more. Good, good. It's what we like to see now, isn't it? Oh, look at this. Very good. Give me all that money, baby. Okay, so I'm going to make a connection here to Ulm, just so I can get the grains and the food going just a little bit more en masse. These two should be sufficient, I think. As yes, there's an opportunity to get a lot more of them, but oh, I'm going to need the bond, aren't I, for that? Totally worth getting one more bond. Can't issue any stock until, I think, March this time. Just want to make sure you are going the correct way. Yep, you are. There it is. Okay, we can connect here. This is fantastic. We'll grab a mail. A massive amount of grain. Maybe not such a massive amount of grain, actually. And over here we're going to go passengers, double food, possibly. But we'll see, won't we? That's why actually I should have got more grain. Ah, it's okay. Anyway, where you go. Might need to make a little connection in between here, I don't know. A little station, possibly. Okay, we now finally have access to the Iron Duke. So this is going to be really good up until about, say, 3 degrees. So we are going to be very mindful of that. But of course, let's double check actually. We don't want to have more than 3 carriages. We maybe want to push it at a 4th if we want to add a caboose, which we definitely want to do to reduce breakdowns since it's not a very reliable train. If I can get something, a manager that has an increase in train speed even further, that would also be really nice. We probably want to halve our services. Hang on, were you changing your loading? Yeah, that messes everything up if we do anything. There we go. Let's bring this down to 2. No. Yeah, actually, let's replace you with an Iron Duke. You're going to be an Iron Duke. You're going to stay as a Prussian. You are going to go... You might as well stay as those 2. Actually, that's fine. This can be an Iron Duke. That can stay as it is. This can be an Iron Duke. Okay, very good. Lovely. Right. So they're not all going to be it. This is the train we're going to be using to get ourselves across this pass. And we'll go from there. Okay, we've got another train breaking a limit. The Milan Muncher. Let's go with that. Oh. Right away. The Munich Muncher. Alright, it's the Munchers. Since food is the theme, that just seems like the way to go here. And away they go. The only thing I'm worried about is this train being a little bit slow and disrupting the pace here. But all in all, this is all going very well, I would say. Yeah, tracks blocked there, but that train is fairly quick. How are you looking? Do you know what? Hold up. You can take a passenger like that. Yeah, you know what? Let's do this. Good. Away you go. More trains, more money. We are starting to rake it in now. I've also gone ahead and purchased do we have 2 new managers? I think we have 2 new managers apply for it. Yes. Let's take a look quickly. Reduced fuel cost. That could be quite massive. Track building is 40% cheaper. Train safety. To be fair though, for now that could be really useful. 40% cheaper is no joke. Absolutely no joke. Single track here. We're going to need to possibly double this up, but I think I am going to go single for now, because I can see myself just building this one way. Yeah, I really can. What was it? To Verona, yes? We're going to need to make that connection at some point. Let's work on getting some more money, shall we? I think we'll focus on that. Let's go ahead and build a station here. And connect to Venice, and we'll just have some passengers going to and from here. Just seems like an easy one to do, just to sort of supplement our income. Perfect. Yeah, that will work nicely. An Iron Duke. And they can go between the 2. So, passengers. Mail. Yeah. That's fine. A passenger's mail. Do you like raw produce? Apparently you do, so you can have a raw produce then. Lovely. That's all you're getting. Don't want to allocate too much in the form of money to this. We'll go sanding and water. And we'll go water here. Lovely. Just gets us a little bit more money. Yeah, look at that. That'll do nicely. Economy cooling, so everything is not paying out quite as much. I'm going to go ahead and take off 1 food here. We really want a big surplus of food. I think we've already done that, actually, on the other one. Okay, good. That's fine. By the way, take a look at that. 50,000 that's making. That is nice and profitable. The So it is. Let's keep the money going. Anything else we can pick up? Possibly these. These have been non-stop. Just anything we can to keep it profitable. That is going to be very profitable. Good. Just gives us a bit more money each year, at the end of each year. So keep this going. How is this looking? Perfect, actually. Just the flow is perfect. 7%, so we've got 7 trains, 8 trains. Oh, this is really good. We're going to need a good few million before we make this connection. I'm not going to do anything else yet. But I might start looking at having this come down here. Oh, that is exactly the way this should be working. Hang on a second. Can we avoid? Yep, we can avoid it. Oh, no, no, no. Damn it, we have to build across. Yeah, we do. That's annoying. Stone bridge it is. There it is. Right, lovely. So we have a connection to Verona. A merchant from Edolo has come to you with a problem that only you can solve. He is running for mayor and the town of the town, and has been promising to bring the railway to the town. He had made a deal with a German company, which has gone out of business before they connected to his town. Now the community is talking of removing him from office. The shame is almost too great to bear. He cannot offer much, but he promises you friendship for life. Connect as soon as possible. He's not sure how much time he has left. Well, it's only up there, and we're going to have to do it at some point anyway, so... Shall we? Shall we do this now? I mean, this is pretty good. Okay, can we issue some stock? We can. We can issue a bond. We can. Let's repay that. Reissue it. Can I just lower my... There we go. 930. I think I can do this connection right now. Holy crap. Did you see the gradient on that? Oh! These are not pretty gradients. That's why I have a feeling I'm only going to be going one way. 4.6. Genuinely, I don't see how I do this. Oh, hang on. No, do you know what? Oh, this is awful. Sorry, this really is just not a pretty sight. Oh, that's even worse. Good grief, man. These are numbers I do not want to see. This way? Nope. Just gets worse and worse. It's so mountainous here. I hate to say it, this is probably the best. I think that bit of track there is just screwing things up, you know. But I don't think I have a whole lot of choice. So we're definitely only going one way here. Which is fine. Okay. The Edolo politician is elated that you've connected to his town. You and he put on a great show of friendship for the township, who are delighted by the support. Much to your surprise, the town has several skilled engineers who have volunteered to work on your railroad at 70% of normal wages. This improvement will lower your track building cost by 15% for the next 24 months. Okay, that is quite key, and that's why you do these little things. So whilst we have the money, I say we continue on, and we start... We'll let time just go as it is. This is very icky right now. There we go, right, now I can see. I was blind, but now I can see. Oh, this is a bit troublesome. Kind of irking me here. Oh my days, right, yeah, that should be fine. Well, we've almost done it. The only problem is there's going to be the odd 4% bump here and there, which isn't too bad. It doesn't go down to 1 at all in terms of the speed on the Iron Duke. It goes down to 6, which is certainly manageable. In fact, that's 6 times more than 1. But I'm really glad I've utilised this lovely mayor's workers who are like, you know what, we'll throw you, we'll help you out here, buddy. Right, we've got to make sure this is... Oh, hang on. This is not looking at all delicious, is it? It's always this last bit that kind of gets you. Can we cut across? Do we cut across earlier? That might be a thing we do. We're both on the right side here. It's just making this final... Here we go. Oh, that is not good. Ugh, what on earth is happening here? Alright, change of plan. Ah! Damn it. Damn you, damn you, damn you, damn you, damn you, damn you. That is not what we had in mind. But it's okay. It's totally fine. What I actually wanted to look at doing is creating some sort of track. Ah, I'm trying to get off of it. Here. Right, so that does not work. This could be very expensive if I mess it up. No, we're good. I do not know how to finish this off, to be honest with you. Guys, I am struggling. 6.8%, there is no pretty way. Okay, what if we were to go this way? And come around here. Oh! We might have it. It's not stunning. Hang on. That's it. There it is. That sort of connects. Barely. Okay, right. We managed to really take advantage of that. It's time to start sending Iron Dukes out. Oh, bloody hell, I need to stop doing that. Because I don't want to have to keep resetting it. So, Munich to Verona. We're also going to need to build a stupid amount of stations along the way. So, from Munich to Verona. And we are going to take... How long does food last? Doesn't really matter. 600 days, you know, that's fine. Also, what's the weight of it? 25 tons. Passengers weigh less. So we're going to go with passengers here. And over here, nothing. So, yeah, that's it. You've got to be full. Because we might as well go in with the lightest of the trains, yes. Only thing that makes sense. We also put you down as a priority. Nice 2 million profit there. That profit's going to start going down, so we are going to need to make sure that we are a profitable company. You cannot reach the station. Is that because you here are not actually connected? Hang on a second. Oh, here we go. The quality of your last rail shipment was very poor. Your manager has mentioned this very severe risk of accidents in the shipment if the shipment is sent to work sites. If you use the rails, your safety will drop 60% or more. Or you can slow down your trains to down 20%. Let's just slow the trains. Okay. Your great friend from Medolo has come to you because he's heard that you have been distressed over a recent run-in with a rail contractor. He tells you that if his great friend is unhappy, then he too is unhappy. He tells you that your problem will be taken care of by him personally. Of course, you're logically skeptical of your great friend's influence. Remember how you met. But it is nice to have friends, isn't it just? Right, so... Yeah, it's kind of like... Is that because you are not actually connected? There! Right, now are you connected? Yes! There we go! Lovely. So it'll do some weird shenanigans here. But it will get there. Go up this way. Okay. It is what it is. And we'll pretty much send one of these out a month, sort of thing. But off you go. So we've got to send like 32 of these out, so we're going to have a lot of these trains, which means actually reducing fuel cost is now the way to go. We do not need this as a manager. There it is, reduce the fuel costs. Boom. And just like that, that's gone from 30,000 a year to 23,000, and that is going to add up quite a bit. We will also issue some stock. We probably want to pay down some debt as well. We can't do that. That's fine, though. Issue a bond, 9%. Nope, not worth it yet. Well, at least let this train get going. In fact, I might need to replace you with an Iron Duke because you're so slow, and you're just going to have trains going by all the time now. So, yeah. Alright, second one going. We'll also want to make sure we probably double up the track here. There we go. Lovely. Right. So using this first train as a guide, we are going to go ahead and place down a station right in front of it. Hopefully it doesn't count as being past it yet. We will need to occasionally throw in a roundhouse as well. So let's just make sure that this does pass through. Yep. Full of sand and water, and we are going to need to put a lot of these. That's good for our economy. Very nice. We'll go ahead and... Oh, do you know what? You're already here, so sand in and water. Gonna need plenty of each because there are quite a bit of hills. This first bit's not so bad. I mean, it's a little bit bad, but I've seen worse. Let's go ahead and bring in a second iron tube. I'm going to go ahead and actually put in a bit of food here. I might switch these up from time to time. But this works okay. Okay, we can reduce our debt coupon. I think we should totally do that. Oh, wow, yeah, we've got 10% debt there. It was worth doing, just to sort of, you know, get the connection made. Because it's going to take years for these trains to go across, and we are almost certainly going to have some crashes this time. There we go, right. Okay, your rail contractor comes to you, unable to look you in the eye. He tells you he is sorry for his poor judgment and disgraceful behaviour. He asks only for your forgiveness and promises to replace all the poor quality rail and cut his cost to you by 30%. You have recently found another contractor that can do the same job. Do you wish to forgive and forget? Or give him the boot he deserves? Oh, forgive and forget. Alright, there we go. So, we've hauled 0 so far. Stock is still splitting. Right, profit is 652. As you see, it has dropped quite substantially. We are going to need to issue some stock. That'll do for now. Yeah, you see how that's going to be a little bit of an issue potentially. Let's continue piling these up. We're going to go... Actually, mail. Mail, how light is mail? 15. Okay, cool, yeah. Let's go with that for now then. First 12 there. 32 of these buggers, you know. Good lord. Once the first one gets across though, we're going to make a bit of money from that. At least. That's something, I suppose. Okay, I think we have all of our stations made. We still need to obviously follow this first train very closely. The entire way there. But I think I've paced them out okay. I hope so anyway. As that goes, right, let's go ahead and make another one. So from Munich here, you can go like this, I think. Lovely. Very good. Right, I'm actually going to put an extra little station in here because it still gets a little bit mountainous, so give it a bit of everything. There you go. It's already used up half its sand and water just going from here to there. That's not good, but as long as we can keep up with it, we'll be fine. That's good, that's good. Keep going, guys. Chugging along nicely. Okay, profits are still fine. That is alright, despite all the fuel costs we've got here. Track maintenance costs as well are a thing, by the way. That is also the downside about a lot of rail. But so far, we're looking good. Just tracking this now, we are over halfway, I would say. In fact, we definitely are over halfway. Are we over the hump yet? I wouldn't necessarily say so. There's a bit of No, this is all going to be quite flat, actually, so sand isn't such an issue. It's just going to be water, but we have a station this side here. I might go ahead and throw in a roundhouse just to sort of really make sure we're getting through this nice and easy. Oil's fine, though, so maybe that wasn't necessary. But the trains... Their conditions are very good still. We have not even had a breakdown yet, even though we've got looking at 4.3% chance of a breakdown. Right, and I am just constantly, every sort of 2 to 3 months, bringing in another train, and that's the best we can really do here. Okay, so we do have a bit of a hill here. This is where it does go up to 4%, but I'm hoping that the sheer speed that it's going at is going to be enough to sort of offset that. Let me just take, let's take 3 food this time on that one. Alright, let's have a little look at how you're doing. You're slowing down, but you've already built up so much momentum that actually you're conquering this hill. That is marvellous, and that's why we've done this. Even though we have the 7% gradient around here, or something stupid, 5-6%, which wouldn't be the worst to go up, but yeah, it's just so much easier going this way, isn't it? And there it is. Just about enough sand. Should be topped up now and water. This is excellent. We're there. We're there basically, people. You can see loads more of these trains going. We're still going to need to bring a lot more in, actually, and I'm not going to stop bringing them in. I don't even know how many loads I've got going here. Sure, I could work it out, but I'm just going to keep going, because we are, like I say, we're going to have a crash, we're going to have breakdowns. We just need to keep pumping those trains out, and also giving them priority status while we're at it. Okay, and let's bring in yet another one. Enough time's passed. I think we'll go 2 food here. Because that train's going to be slightly faster than that train. They might start catching up on each other just because of the slight weight differences. But here we go. Our first one made it through the pass. And we're also going to get a big whack of money as well at the same time. We're very profitable. Like, very profitable. I'm actually quite surprised how well we've done with that. Okay, oh dear. With no representation at the King of Bavaria's court, some rumours have spread of dishonesty on your part. The King has threatened to remove your station from his city of Munich without representation in the King's court. You will not be able to refute these charges. Your only chance at staving off this disaster is to reduce your passenger fares by 30% or increase your service times, which under the circumstances will lower your train safety by 60%. Either will show the King indirectly that you are a sincere business owner. So I guess we have to lower the fares. I'm fine with that. We're profitable enough. We're just looking to meet the parameters of the... Oh, bloody hell. Speed things up just sounds ridiculous. Yeah, I'm not reducing train safety. Lower the fares. So unfortunately, that is absolutely taking a whack off how much we're going to make here, but it doesn't actually matter. We are well in the green here, or well in the black. Well, we've had our first breakdown, but it's not one on the service I was expecting. I'm actually quite happy about that. If anything's going to break down, I'd rather it be this one. And here it is. The first 3. Boom. It's done. Alright, let's retire this train. Just to make sure it does have to go... It can be either way. Connect them all between the two for a bronze win, so it doesn't actually matter which way we go. We can do it one way, as we have just done. So very nice. And the next one should be coming in shortly. There you go. And at the end of the year, it should give us a tally, or it should tell us how much we have done. There we go. Number 2. Let that unload. Retire. Rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. They are just going to keep on flowing. Next one's back here. Oh, this is just too good. Okay, I'm just going to start repaying back some of the debt. In fact, I might repay back all of it. How are we doing? Yep, that looks great. So that reduces our overheads even more. I think we got really lucky with the fuel manager there. This guy, he only shows up if you are doing very well. I mean, he costs 75,000 a year, so it really has to be worthwhile on your part, and it absolutely is. We're saving about 7,000 per train, per Iron Duke, I think it is. Maybe 7 to 8. I'd say about 8, really. And so 10 of these alone, that pays for him. And we're running more trains as well than that, so yeah, it's good. I am remembering to replace these trains. Oh, your merchant contact in Innsbruck has heard of your difficulties at the King's court in Bavaria. He finds it distressing that his shipments may be jeopardized by these allegations against you. Since you've assured him of your developing railway plans to be completed about 1878, he is willing to contact a friend who is a minor noble in the court. With the nobleman's support, you'll be able to correct the problem. Well, isn't that just good? Any sign of how we're doing so far? Usually it maybe says, maybe not. It does from time to time. Maybe not. Okay. Hopefully it did say zero cargo had been hauled at one point, but that was just before, I think, our first year into the journey, really. Right, we do need to, do some more. Let's send out some more trains. Never slow it down. Oh, upon hearing of the truth from a royal advisor, the King of Bavaria has issued you a temporary tax relief. Oh, that's nice. Your company overhead is now 15% cheaper, and your rail system is back to normal. Very good. Glad we made all those connections. Yeah, really getting off to a hot start. Made a massive difference. Now, I am wondering, do we have to go back the other way? It does worry me that I'm doing this all wrong, but I'm pretty sure we can just do one way. Oh, we just had a train wreck, but it was not on the normal route. It was actually this one here. which is quite interesting, isn't it? You have indeed crashed. Sorry, buddy. Sucks to be you, I guess, but we'll go ahead and replace that right away. Sure, it can be like that, I guess. It'll be down a grain, but hey, that's okay. How are we looking here? Pretty nice. You're very lucrative. Might as well snap up a few more businesses since we can. Although there's not many to really take, really. It's just these grains and I guess some produce from here? Maybe. Even then, that's only on good. I really would like to know how we're doing, because part of me is worried that I'm meant to be doing this both ways, but I'm just hoping it's not like that. Oh, you can retire. Thank you very much. Alright, we're seeing breakdowns happen now. They are coming in thick and fast as well. So let's just have a quick look at, it was train 5 I think it was. Sorry. You there. Yeah, you can probably just wait, because you guys are going to overlap a little bit too much, I think. You guys are very close together. I did see train 11 as well, so that is actually one of our going over the mountain when she comes trains. Let's have a quick look here. Switch you out for a passenger. Go. And away you go. You need to be... Yeah, excellent. We'll just keep pushing them. There it is. This one here. And it is going to get in the way of this train, unfortunately. Feels like that is around our sort of last set of carriages that would need to get over the line, to be honest with you. But, yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. Oh, and that's it. We've done it. Just like that, we did it in really good time with 9 years to spare on the gold. Hail the conqueror of the Alps, you've successfully made molehills of these once mighty peaks. The Alpine meadows echo with your name.
Now that you've made your way successfully through the Alps, take a step forward in time to Russia and witness a great human achievement. Then, like the good industrialist you are, take full advantage of the situation.
Alright, so we fast all the way forward to 1991. Quite a jump from 1853 as our start in When Walls Come Down. Alright, that one went pretty well actually, and was a little bit quicker than I was thinking, so isn't that fantastic? Right, thanks for watching everybody, and I shall see you all next time.